Greetings. You are in the space of life. Have you ever noticed how your body responds to your emotions? It's as if a thought isn't just a sound in your head, but a real force that changes your breathing, your heartbeat, and even your health. Let's lift the veil a little today and see how thoughts create the reality of your body. And maybe you'll see your life differently. Psychosomatics is the bridge between the mind and the body. For a long time, traditional medicine viewed the body as an autonomous system governed solely by biochemical laws. The heart beats thanks to electrical impulses. The stomach digests food under the influence of enzymes, and the immune system fights viruses with armies of leukocytes. In this approach, the mind and body are as if separated by an impenetrable wall. But in the 20th century, this wall began to crumble. Psychosomatics, which emerged at the intersection of neuropsychology, psychoanalysis, and biology, offered a new paradigm. Thoughts and emotions not only manifest in the body, they directly interfere with the functioning of organs and systems, triggering chain reactions at the level of hormones, nerve impulses, and even gene expression. The neuropsychology of emotion. How feelings become bodily reactions. Emotions are not abstract categories, they are specific biochemical processes. When a person experiences anger, the sympathetic nervous system is activated. The hypothalamus sends a signal to the adrenal glands, which then release adrenaline and cortisol into the bloodstream. The heart starts beating faster, breathing becomes more rapid, muscles tense up, and blood flows away from the digestive tract toward the limbs. The body is ready for disaster or attack. This is an ancient evolutionary survival mechanism. But if anger is suppressed again and again, the energy meant for movement gets stuck in the body. This leads to the formation of muscle cramps, chronic hypertension, gastritis, and even migraines. Thoughts as a physiological factor. Every thought is a signal to the body. Thoughts are not ephemeral clouds drifting through our consciousness. Each one is accompanied by a cascade of neurochemical changes. If a person keeps replaying anxious scenarios in their mind, the body perceives them as real threats. The hypothalamus triggers stress responses. The adrenal glands release cortisol. The chronic presence of this hormone in the blood suppresses the activity of NK cells, natural killers, which are responsible for destroying viruses and cancer cells. This explains why people who live in a constant state of anxiety get sick more often and recover more slowly. The connection between the mind and the body. The discovery of psychoneuroimmunology. Psychoneuroimmunology, as a science, has shown that thought processes directly affect the immune system, the cardiovascular system, and even hormonal balance. For example, a study by the University of California proved that people who practice mindfulness and meditation have lower levels of pro-inflammatory cytokines and significantly higher activity of body cells, which is associated with slower cellular aging. On the other hand, suppressing emotions and negative cognitive attitudes intensify inflammatory processes. Epigenetics and the power of belief. Modern epigenetic research shows that our thoughts and emotional state can turn certain genes on and off. This means that chronic stress can activate genes responsible for inflammatory processes, while positive emotions and a sense of safety promote the expression of genes involved in tissue repair and regeneration. Why does the body remember? Body memory is not a metaphor. Every emotional experience leaves a trace in the body thanks to so-called somatic markers. Antonio Damasio wrote that the brain forms a map of the body where all emotional reactions are stored. When a person encounters a similar situation in the future, this map is instantly activated, causing the body to react in the way it is accustomed to. Thus, chronic stress becomes embedded in muscle tone, breathing patterns, and even posture. The mind and body are a single system. To sum up, psychosomatics dispels the illusion of a separation between the psyche and the body. Thoughts and emotions are the very same impulses that control heart rate, breathing, and metabolism. They can be a medicine if we are aware of them, or a poison if we ignore their influence. Now ask yourself an honest question. What thoughts most often live inside you? Are these words of support, trust, gentleness, or are these words that make your body shrink, freeze, tense up, as if defending itself? Imagine two pictures. In the first, you scold yourself every day for your mistakes, for imperfect decisions, for what you didn't manage to do, couldn't accomplish, or didn't have the strength for. A harsh voice echoes in your head. I'm not good enough. Why do I never succeed? There's something wrong with me. This voice is like an invisible dictator that takes away your energy and your freedom to breathe. In the second, you learn to speak to yourself gently. Even if something goes wrong, you hear inside, I'm still learning, I have the right to make mistakes. I can try again and again. Which body do you think breathes more easily? In which body does energy flow more freely? Remember the moments when your thoughts became like a shadow you carry with you. You might have woken up feeling heavy, not because your body was tired, but because somewhere inside a quiet voice whispered, I can't handle this. And on those days, your breathing seemed to get shorter and your shoulders would rise up on their own. Noticing such moments means reclaiming your freedom. The freedom to breathe more deeply. The freedom to choose different words for yourself. The freedom to stop fighting with your body and start befriending it. The sooner we start to see this, the more choices we have. We can keep living on autopilot, responding to internal programs that turn on without our awareness, or we can start rewriting them step by step. It all begins with understanding, with the simple realization I can choose differently. And after that, it's up to you whether to simply know about it or to start taking action. If what you heard turned out to be important, sit with it for a while. If you feel this deserves support, leave a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might be having a really tough time right now. To be grateful means to notice, and attention is one form of love. And maybe, just maybe, your involvement today will become a source of support for someone. Come back to the space of life. There will always be something to support you when you need it most. See you next time and take care of yourself.